Thank you so much, Kamakshi, for this wonderful introduction. Hey, everyone. I am Diksha Aswani, as just told Kamakshi told all of you, and I am here to talk about something that is very close to my heart. And before doing that, I want to first start by wishing each and every person who's listening to me a very happy Mother's Day. Such a privilege to be a mother, isn't it? I'm a proud mother of two wonderful sons, and I'm so grateful to God for being blessed with such wonderful children. And I'm sure at some point of time you all feel the same. So, before we get started, I want to share a story with all of you. This story is about a conversation between God and a child who's going to be born, not yet born. And he looks at God and he tells God that you're sending me to earth. And in heaven, I have so much peace and I sing and smile all the time. But when I go to earth, I won't be able to sing. And what will I do then? And God says, don't worry, dear. I've already taken care of everything that you will need. And your angel is waiting for you on earth to take care of you. And she will sing to you. And you will enjoy and feel her love and warmth. So don't worry. But the child was still not satisfied. And he said, God, I don't know how to speak. And I don't know how will I communicate with the people there. I don't know their language. And God said, my dear child, don't worry. Your angel will teach you everything with a lot of love and patience. You will be taken care of. So don't worry at all. And the next thing that came to the child's mind, who still didn't look very happy and convinced, said that God, there are a lot of people who are very bad. And on earth, I'm so small, how will I be able to take care of myself? And God said, don't worry, my dear. There is your angel who will, no matter what happens, risk her own life just to take care of you and your happiness. And by the time the child was a little convinced, and he said, the last question that I want to ask you, dear God, is that how will I know who this angel is? Please at least tell me her name. And God said, the name of your angel is Mother, Ma. Isn't it? Each and every one of us can feel the warmth and love of our moms every single moment. However old we become, our children are always going to be little babies for us. And the kind of care and nurturing we want to give them will always be the same that we used to give them when they were just born, isn't it? And with this, I want to start talking about what I, as a parenting coach, want to tell you all and share with all of you that as parents, we need to understand something which is extremely important, is that our children have come through us, but they do not belong to us. So please understand, I will repeat it once more. Our children come through us, but they do not belong to us. Please understand, friends. As nurturers, as caretakers, we are responsible for bringing up successful, happy, emotionally stable children. And for doing that, we need to stop rescuing them, stop overprotecting them, and jumping in to quickly help them out of a problem every now and then. I know you all understand what I'm talking about, aren't you? I'm a preschool owner, being the principal and owner of a preschool. Every now and then I see parents coming to pick up and drop their children, and they are carrying their bags, they are carrying their water bottles. They do not even want their child to carry the weight of the bag, which just has a napkin and a bottle and a tiffin in it. I hope आप समझ रहे हैं मैं क्या बोलना चाह रही हूँ. Parents jump in to take care of everything for their child and they say this is love. But hold on, please understand, it is not love. If you are not giving space to your child, if you are not allowing your child to make these small mistakes or do things their own way, and giving them that independence, that you're not raising happy, confident, successful, and emotionally strong children. Am I right? I'm sure you all are nodding your heads. Please understand, dear friends, as responsible individuals, our biggest responsibility as a parent is to bring up, give that space to our children, and allow them to make mistakes. Please allow your child to learn by making mistakes, because that is the best way to learn. Only when, of course, that doesn't mean that you're going to just leave them. Please be at a safe distance. Watch them if they are very young, or if they are slightly older. Give them instructions as to how they need to take care of their things and themselves, but allow them to make small mistakes, something that of course doesn't harm them, but that is going to give a lot of confidence to your child. And I'm sure आप सबने ये कभी ना कभी जरूर किया होगा. If, for example, your child is trying to solve a puzzle, or maybe, fix something, and he or she is not able to do it, हम बिना रुके we butt in. We just quickly jump in and we tell our child कि ऐसे नहीं ऐसे होगा, because the child starts feeling frustrated when they are not able to do something, and we rush in quickly and we feel चलो मैं इसकी help कर देती हूँ, या चलो मैं उसकी help कर देता हूँ. Let my child not struggle. But dear parent, please understand, only when they try to do it on their own, they are going to learn it, and that learning is going to be with them forever. They will find a way for themselves. They are very smart. They are younger than us, but they are very smart. So please start understanding that, and please start respecting that in them. Yes? And so many times it happens that we don't want to share our stories with them where we ended up making mistakes. So please do share your stories with them, which is going to make them understand that it's absolutely normal to make mistakes. We cannot be perfect. Nobody is perfect. And perfection is not what we are aiming at, right? So there is no set formula for raising a perfect child or a child being brought up in a particular manner. But what I have learned with my two children is that there is no fixed formula. It is, every child is different. Every child is has a unique personality, and that's what we need to respect, and that's not what we need to really, really understand. So please allow them to make mistakes. Let's not quickly butt in, right? And try to just make things okay for them. One very, very important thing is that as we encourage our child to do certain things, as in we all parents, want their child to read or do some kind of a physical activity, and they want them to do things like that. Please understand, there's one very, very important thing that you need to teach your child, and that is to build their disappointment muscle. Now, what do I mean by that? Every time your child is not able to do something, or your child may not come first every time in his recitation competition, in his basketball match, in his singing competition, or XYZ, anything, it's okay if your child feels disappointed. It's absolutely normal. Were there no times that you felt disappointed? Didn't we live through it? Hota hai. It's life. And that's exactly what we want to teach them. So many parents come up to me and they say that my child just cannot handle failure. And that is not the right attitude towards life. We need to teach our children to accept failure and success with the same spirit. Yes. And for that, it is extremely important for a child to get disappointed at times. It's totally okay. And we are the ones who will take responsibility of doing that. Because once your child is disappointed, we feel that we want to fix the situations for them. But remember, dear parent, you cannot fix everything for your child. till they are with you, it's absolutely okay. But ultimately, they will have to lead their own lives. There will be a time when they will get out of our houses and they will go to their respective colleges or schools or wherever, and they will move out of your house. Or even if they don't move out of your house, they choose to stay with you, that's perfectly okay. But each one has a life of their own. And there will be lots of times when life will throw such challenges that there will be ups, and there will be many downs as well. But if our child is not used to handling disappointments or rejections or listening to a no, they will not be able to handle things from the outside world. So please understand that it is us who are going to give them that environment at home, where even if they are slightly disappointed with certain things, it's totally okay. Because it's extremely important for us as adults to set boundaries for them. And one thing that I want to tell all of you specifically is that if you are setting a boundary for your child, then I request you to please stick to that boundary, to stick to what you say. Because many a times it happens that we are in the middle of something and they come and disturb us, or they don't listen to us, and we end up telling them something like, no TV for you for next maybe 2 days, and or no video games for you for the next 2 days, or you're not allowed to go for that birthday party which is on the weekend. And the child, of course, doesn't want to take that, and they may come and plead, and they may apologize and say something like that, and you will melt, and you will give in, and you will feel it's absolutely okay. क्या फर्क पड़ता है, एक बार मैंने अलाउ कर भी दिया उसे मूवी देखने के लिए या बर्थडे पार्टी पे जाने के लिए या वीडियो गेम खेलने के लिए, how does it matter? But wait, remember, you told them that they will not be allowed to do that, and then you yourself are contradicting to what you said. Now, how does the child perceive that is very important. They know that they will get their way if they plead. They will get their way if they insist. And that's exactly what they do. And that is when we need to stop and understand. And then we say, मेरा बेटा मेरी बात ही नहीं सुनता, या मेरी बेटी तो बहुत stubborn हो गई है. Who allowed them to do that? Yes, I hope you can resonate with what I am saying, because we all in the journey of parenthood have gone through this, and these are certain times which we feel are so challenging. But trust me, these little things that we take care of will go a long way in building their personality as confident and happy and extremely successful children. And the onus and the responsibility lies completely on us, right? And the more we intervene in their lives, the more we try to micromanage things for them. I'll take care of this also, you don't worry about it, and I'll take care of that as well, and I'll make sure that things are just, of course, we need to take care of everything that they want. We need to take care of everything that they need, but we don't need to micromanage. We don't need to intervene in everything. Whenever our child may have a tiff with somebody else or something, we need to allow them to find a way to handle it for themselves. And yes, we can very gently ask them, would you like my help? Do you think you need my help? And if you do, I'm right there for you. These words will make them feel comforted, and they know that you are always by their side. So don't think that they will start feeling lonely and they will feel that there's nobody for them. So these small things, when taken care of, will absolutely give them that confidence that my parent is with me, my mom or my dad is with me, no matter what happens. Allow your child to identify their feelings. Sometimes they feel frustrated, sometimes they feel angry, sometimes they feel hopeless. Please allow them to name their feelings. That is going to be able to help them to acknowledge their feeling and then accordingly change them. And we can help them in that process. And as a family, we can set up small tasks for them, which we can do together. And every time that they help us setting up the dining table, or maybe clearing up the room, or helping you to serve the dinner, appreciate. Please appreciate every single effort of theirs. And that is going to make them feel a part of the family. And they will also learn to take responsibility. And that is going to make them feel good. So every time we appreciate and acknowledge their efforts, it feels wow. Don't we feel the same? So we can do the same for our children. And please understand Encourage your child and say it to them. Many a times we shy away from telling them that we love them. We shy away from telling them that they are wonderful. We shy away from telling them that they are extremely capable. Please hug your child, kiss your child before they go to sleep, and tell them that they are wonderful, they are amazing, and you're always going to be by them. Before I end, I just want to say one thing which means a lot to me, which has touched my heart, and I would like to share the same with all of you, is that to be in their life tomorrow, you need to be present in today for them. They don't need your presence, they need your presence. I'll repeat that once again. They don't need your presence, they need your presence. So give them that gift of your presence, of your being around, of your love and comfort. And there is no way that our children are not going to be bonded or are not going to be feeling safe and warm with us. So, a very, very happy Mother's Day to each and every wonderful mom. And I just want to tell you that relax and breathe. There is no set formula for anything. So you're doing great, you're awesome, you're fabulous, and all the best to each one of you who is going to become a mom too. So take care of yourselves and bye bye from me. If you need any parenting tips, please get in touch with me. My Instagram ID and my Facebook ID is posted in the chat below. Bye bye.